let's talk more about kind of where the Bucks fit, because we know what Giannis is capable of. If you're sitting there, let me start, Coach, with you. You're coaching a team playing the Bucks. What's your game plan of how to contain, to an extent, Giannis, or is it contain the supporting cast? What are you trying to do defensively the way you see the Bucks right now?
Well, I'm not giving you my scouting report, just so you know.
Well, what do you mean? What are we playing?
Just give you some
a scouting report. Come
just
on,
some nuggets, okay? The first one is personnel. How do you match up against Milwaukee? And how many positions can you match up against where you feel you have a decent chance? There are certain guys in the league you can't play one-on-one, you can't contain. So are you willing to give up an open shot to go double him to get the ball out of his hands? Or are you going to play the other people tough, let this guy see what he can get against your defender or your defenders, because he's probably going to wear one out, and you're going to need the second one because of fouls. But matchups become the most important thing, your personnel, your depth, and that's why I've always felt it's so important to have multiple position players on your team. You have to have a guy that can play two, and he can also play threes. A guy who can play threes but can also play fours, and then that 4-5 combination. That's so important in putting the roster together. And then it's all the stuff that you've built up on personnel over the year. Force left, force right, force him to become a jump shooter, get him off the three-point line. All those things then add into what you're doing in your scouting report against that person. But it all starts with, you can write whatever you want, but if you don't have a guy that can do it, it's not happening.
And I look at it, if the Milwaukee Bucks, it comes down to playoff basketball. I think in the regular season, they're showing they're really good. But when the game slows down and everybody knows your plays, and that's when you have those guys, like Coach said, that can make a play for you. After Coach draws up that play, he can still make the correct basketball play. They have those guys. And the guy for me is Eric Bledsoe. Looking at what he's been doing this year, I'm loving it. The 11 assists, not trying to score every time, not making it a one-on-one matchup against his guy. And if he can continue to get easy shots for Brook Lopez, easy shots for Chris Middleton, then they have a chance. But I look at it right now is, if Brook Lopez is not hitting shots, Bledsoe's not a stretch guy. Malcolm Brogdon has shot it well, but he doesn't take a lot of threes. They need another guy that can stretch the court and do a lot of things, like Coach said, a guy that can do a little bit of everything.
How about a Mirotic type available? Would that help, having another shooter?
No,
in
because
that second year, too big.
He reminds me of Brook Lopez.
Okay.
I need a 6'7" guy that can do a little bit of everything.
I know a 6'8" guy who could do a little bit of everything.
I can't do anything but stand right there at one spot.
Come on, man.
I could be Brook Lopez.
Come on, man. You used to have to defend Jamal Crawford.
No. I used to try to defend Jamal.